Okay, in this video, I want to show how to make our own command. So instead of having vert here, we're going to type it like this, \abs. And now when I try to compile this, there's going to be a problem because LaTeX doesn't know what ABS is. So we compile it. It's going to be a problem. I have an X there. It says undefined control sequence. A control sequence is just / anything. So whatever comes after that is the control sequence. It's saying apps is not, like, it doesn't know what that is. It's not defined. So now I'm going to come up here and basically any place in the preamble we can define a command. So I'm going to do new command. The name of the new command is going to be absolute value. So that's the first thing that you have to put. The next thing, if it takes arguments, you're going to tell it how many arguments it takes. You're going to put that in brackets. And then now, whatever you put in this set of curly brackets is going to be what this absolute value does. So this is going to take in one argument, and it's just going to do left vert, then that argument, then vert the argument, then vert again. So the way we do that is we're going to put vert, then number 1, meaning the first argument, and then vert here. Okay, if there are 2 arguments, then number 1 would refer to the first argument and number 2 would refer to the second argument. So now hopefully when I recompile, everything is going to work properly. And it does. If we zoom in, we see that we get the absolute value just like we had before. But now instead of having to write vert x vert, I can just write apps. And if I read this along, I can kind of see what's going on. The square root of x squared is equal to the absolute value of x. Just reading the code, it's a little bit easier to follow. And that's important if you're writing a bunch of LaTeX. Okay, so this showed us how to create a new command. There's other things we can do as well. I would not suggest doing the following, but it's something that you might want to do. Let's say I want to have a command just for an ordered pair. So the ordered pair, one way I could do it, and I would suggest doing it this way, x comma y, I could just do literally x comma y is, and now let's say I want to make a command called ordered pair. I'll just say ord p, and now I'm going to write x, y. Now when I try to save this or when I try to recompile it, there's going to be a problem because it doesn't know what this control sequence is. So now I'm going to come up here, new command, ord p. So I'm just doing this example to show you what it's going to look like when you have a command with multiple arguments. So 2, because there's 2 arguments, and then it's going to be open parentheses, so number 1, comma, number 2. Just like that. And now when I save it, hopefully everything will work out, and it does. Okay, so all LaTeX does is when you define a new command, it says ord p is going to look up to this list of commands, and it's basically just going to copy and paste this where you have the command. Okay, so you'll be making new commands as well, and you'll get more practice with it. And of course, if you have questions, you can either ask me or look up stuff online or look up stuff or ask it in the discussion forum.